August Alsina in the Surreal life, he's accompanied by two notable people, Dennis Rodman and Tamar Braxton. Now, my issue with the Surreal life, August Alsina, Dennis Rodman, and just the entire cast, honestly, the two black men that are on the show do not represent the strong black man. So within this show, you see a bunch of women, a bunch of gay guys. You see two black guys who are very effeminate. Look at what Dennis Rodman is wearing. Look at what August is wearing. And these guys are being used by the entertainment industry in the same way that Lil Durk is being used by the entertainment industry, which I'll touch on later on in this video, to influence the youth and to influence the children. Look at the color scheme. It's an LGBT decorated room, accompanied by LGBT utensils, hairstyles, and outfits. It seems like it's an increasing amount of the overexposure of homosexuality within entertainment. Gabrielle Union just starred in a movie called Strange World. I made a video about it. She starred in this movie. She was the mother of an openly gay teenager. She is complicit in influencing the youth to make decisions they don't need to be making until they're grown. That's evil. It's no wonder her pussy don't work. That's really some evil shit. Evil bitches' pussies don't work. And then she also played in another movie called The Inspector, where she was a homophobic mother of her daughter. Both movies, at the end of the day, are to shed a positive light on the overexposure of homosexuality in entertainment. Kids do not need to be learning about sex at such a young age and being able to make lifelong decisions at young ages. Just look at Dwayne Wade's son, Zaya.
You're a kid. This is a phase, or you don't actually know what you're talking about. I know that I'm trans. I didn't say one day, I just want to try out being trans.
13-year-old wants a sex change at 13. What about when that baby turns 18 and he want to fuck a bitch, but he ain't got a pussy? He got a pussy now. He done got his nutsack tucked and folded. It's unbelievable what our people willingly do in order to get a bag. They're willing to promote anything, to become a part of anything, to maintain relevancy. I mean, if you think about it, August Alsina, who's in the Surreal life, hasn't been relevant for years. He had a few good songs, but the only time he's been relevant is with The Entanglement. And now he's on the Surreal life and he's a huge star now out of nowhere. And it's because he's promoting the overexposure of homosexuality. He's being an influence to the young. It's the same way that YouTubers are on YouTube being an influence to their audience, selling them products and services that their audience can use. August is doing the same thing. August is doing the same thing as Lil Durk. He's being used in the same way that Lil Durk is being used to influence the youth to become the murder generation.
Killed your man, you keep on talking, better get that shit in blood.
When we have influences that are in our black community inciting violence, when we have influences in our community inciting homosexuality, when we have influences in our community promoting single motherhood and the destruction of families, these are people that are not for the people. And we find ourselves in a situation where we're not cared for. Anything can happen to our people and there won't be any consequences because we're the only group of people who do not stick with one another and use our money together to build an economic base, to buy into politics so we can afford ourselves protection, like Dr. Claude Anderson says. Don't care if them politicians white, as long as we got the money, we lobby for our goals. If we work together, you'd never see another black person get shot down on the news ever again. You'd never see another homicide. How is it? It's just so funny. How is it that you never see Asians dying by the hands of another Asian, nor do you see the Asians dying by the hand of a cop, of a police officer? And it's because their influence is so tight, their foundation is so tight, they're able to stick together. They're able to employ each other, lobby for one another, establish banks, and do a lot of things that if black people started to do, we would have the same protections. And I believe that a lot of Americans, we don't realize, especially black Americans, we don't realize the opportunity that's here. And we don't realize how we've been set back systematically. We've been locked and boxed into a Monopoly game, and we do not get our $200 when we pass go. We barely pass go. We're barely getting from month to month with no wealth, no assets. Majority of our people own nothing. Our people own 0.01% of all the wealth. That includes Oprah. That includes all of our billionaires. That includes everyone. But it seems everyone that are making millions of dollars are engaging in activities that are destroying the culture, that are tearing the culture down, not uplifting it, not doing what Bill Cosby did with the imagery of the black family. Say what you want to say about Bill Cosby, but he believed in the black family. This is Blackout Radio. This is King TY. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let me know what you think below. Am I reaching, or am I on to something? You let me know. Peace.